want to grow their business, but they weren't really sure which direction to grow in. And it kind of made sense that they were calling me because I made websites, and when you don't really know which direction to go, websites kind of make sense. So I'd always ask them, why are you trying to make a new website here? What's your objective? What are you trying to achieve? And they usually come back with the same answer. That answer was, our old website is a little bit dated now. It's getting past its prime. We want to kind of keep up with the competition, which is fine. It's absolutely fine to update an old website or any kind of marketing material. You should continue to update your marketing materials. But it doesn't really acknowledge a website or any other marketing material as a powerful marketing tool, which is what we should be thinking of when we think, how should we be marketing here? Or let's take video production. We also do videos as well. The story goes a little bit something like this. People would turn up and say, I really should be making videos because it's a powerful way of connecting with my clients. But they didn't really want to put any personality, and they didn't really want to put any character into their videos, because they were afraid of alienating some of their market. Maybe if I show myself a little bit too much, people won't like me. So what they made instead was these boring, generic, bland videos that they then put on social media, and they got a little bit of attention, but really they were just kind of forgotten. Or social media. How about social media? We usually find that we should all be posting on social media and marketing our business there, but we don't really know what to post. We don't really know the times to post, or who to target, or how to target people and track our return on investment. The problem we're finding here is that we don't have a solid marketing foundation. And that's important. The reason, or the problem with not having a solid marketing foundation is fourfold. First thing is, it wastes time, wastes plenty of time. If you're marketing yourself, the problem is that you're going to be jumping from marketing solution to marketing solution, and you're going to be spending a lot of time learning new skills and things like that. If you've got a marketing company, you might be switching marketing companies all the time, and the problem with that is that there's a lot of time to find a marketing company, especially if the last one didn't do what it was supposed to. The other problem is money. We're losing money. We're hemorrhaging money. It's not just your return on investment, but think of all of the money you could be making if your marketing solutions were good. It's also a lot of stress. We're stressing out a lot because we don't think our marketing is working. Maybe we're not working. Maybe our product isn't working. And what if it is our product that isn't working? If our marketing isn't to its full potential, how do we know whether the product is the problem or the marketing? We're flying blind most of the time. So what is the answer to this? Well, the answer to a solid marketing foundation, we find and we think, is asking the right questions. And asking the right questions as often as you can. Now, when I started Jolly Good Media with my wife, who's there at the back, we had a set of questions that we'd send to our clients, or we'd ask them in person. And it was very, very simple, basic questions like, what product do you sell, or who is your competition, or have you got any other websites that you like that we could emulate? And the problem with that is we didn't really scratch the surface on who the company was, and usually the company didn't really have anything to give to us about who they were either. They were just like, make us a website. So what we found was that we were making websites that were pretty. We always make pretty websites, but not very good marketing tools. So we started to ask more questions of our clients. We started to add more questions to the audit that we gave people. And eventually we came up to 96 questions. We now don't take on new clients until they answer our 96 question audit. And it is grueling. I promise you that. But it worked. Not only did we find that we knew so much more about our clients and were able to represent them so much more clearly, but we started applying the right questions to a lot of other areas as well. Take FAQ pages on websites, for example. We found that FAQ pages were the best solutions to anything, because your clients, your customers have questions. They have lots of questions. And if they're not going to get those questions answered with you, then it might be the competition that's answering those questions. Or it might be some other website on Google. Who knows? It's not you. That's the problem. Or take video marketing. We found tremendous success when we told our clients to not answer the questions that they wanted to answer, but to answer the questions that their customers wanted answered. And a lot of the time, those are the questions that are the hardest. They're the ones that might reveal something about your industry that isn't really all up to scratch, or might make you look bad. But here's the thing again. If you are not answering those questions, they're not just going to stop asking them. They'll go ask the competition. So the best thing to do is go and answer those questions yourself. Exactly, absolutely. Confront those questions. Own the conversation. So we were finding tremendous success with these questions, and we were doing a lot more money and a lot better for our clients. But what we really want to do is expand to people that called us up that really didn't need a website. People call us up all the time, and I see their website, and it's just kind of fine. It's great. You don't need anything else. Don't drop any more money on that website. But then they're like, what else do we need then? Well, we're still not making any money. So we came up with another audit, and that's the audit that's in front of you right now, the business and marketing audit. And that's what I want to go through with you today, or at least a little part. I'm not going to be able to get through this whole thing. George, would you be able to like grab a pole and like, push me off when I've reached the limit?
I think Richard has time. Right?
Yeah, I got you timed, bro.
You got me timed? Nice.
The light starts blinking.
All right.
That's has to have a comment to it.
I'm just, really? Cool. So I'm just going to run off the stage when that happens. You'll never see me again. Now, the thing is, this questionnaire, this audit is hard. It's very, very difficult. We don't want it to be easy. The future belongs to the people that are willing to sit there and think. It's not the doers. The robots are coming for our jobs, for just the doers. It's the people that are able to think about what they're doing. Think about their audience and think about their target market. This audit tries to answer 6 basic questions. What are you selling? Who are your customers? Who is your competition? What kind of marketing is available to me? How do I then go about marketing it? And last but definitely not least, how do I measure my marketing? Because if we're not measuring and we're not adjusting our marketing, then we're going to fail miserably, absolutely every time. So I'm going to take you through a couple of sections of this before I get yanked off the stage. And like I said, we're probably going to end it at some point. But if you want to keep on going, if you want to take the audit, it's absolutely free. It's on my website at jollygoodmedia.com/audit, and that link is at the bottom of the page right there. If you take it online, there's handy guides to it as well, and it'll help you get through them. And at the end, it'll send you that sheet. With this marketing audit, with the answers to this marketing audit, you will be so much more informed about where you're going, about the direction you want to take with your marketing. I recommend everybody does it so we can get that solid marketing foundation. Get stress-free. So, the first section seems really simple, really easy. What am I marketing? It's simple and easy because you do that every day. You know exactly what you're selling. But the reason I ask it, and the reason I really want to ask it of you guys, is because if we're not self-examining all the time, if we don't turn that lens inward, then we'll never grow. You're constantly learning. Everybody in here has learned 100 things today, probably. We are always getting more intelligent. But if we don't look to what we know already and add what we've learned to what we know, then we're never going to grow. So, am I a product or a service? Does everybody in this room know if they're a product or a service? Yeah, everybody knows. It can be a mix sometimes. Sometimes it could be a mix. And knowing that will let you know whether you are going to be marketing the product or the service. It's an important distinction to make. And then there is, am I marketing myself, the product or service, or the brand? Now, realtors have to deal with this all the time. Usually when you join a realtor firm like Keller Williams, first of all, there's like restrictions on what you can brand. Richard, wasn't there some restrictions on something you were getting the other day?
There's always restrictions.
Always restrictions. But you need to be able to decide whether it's you, your product, or your brand that you're marketing. If you have a good standing in your community, maybe it's a good idea to market you instead of your product. Or if your brand is world-renowned, it's definitely good to market that as well. Then, can I give anything away for free? Well, for example, with Jolly Good Media, we give away free consultations, and sometimes we give away free video sessions to people who buy websites. That's something that I can give away for free. It's something I have in my holster to shoot straight away before I get marketing. And it's important that we gather everything together, that we know what we're going to be able to give away. Then, what marketing materials do I already have? Once you've completed this audit, you'll have this audit. But it might also be brochures that your firm has, or something you had a long time ago that might need to change, or something like that. That's important to have a hold on. Then we get a little bit more abstract. What does my product or service offer in an abstract sense? Cedric, right? No. Dudley, sorry. What do you sell? What's your product or service? Yourself? What does yourself do? Is this a Tinder thing?
Nice.
I'm in business services generally.
Sorry?
I'm in business services generally speaking.
General business services.
Well, I'm in business services.
Okay, I wasn't hoping for someone so vague, to be honest. You, sir, what do you sell, if you don't mind me asking?
Right now, I'm selling, it's not a product, it's a service. We're a nonprofit organization. We're trying to get our name out there and people to come and grow the brand.
Great. So yeah, in an abstract sense, you might sell that feeling that you've done something good when someone
Right.
gives your charity. It doesn't sound good to say that, but that's
But,
kind of
yeah,
like,
the
I'll give
kinda-
you $50 to take away my guilt. That's kind of what we do that.
Yeah, kind of where it goes.
No.
So we need to kind of like look at what we're selling in an abstract sense. Because if you look at TV commercials, that's what they're selling to you. Like for example, a new car might symbolize independence. When you look at the commercials, that's what they're selling.
Empowerment,
Yeah, empowerment, yeah.
An extension of yourself.
Exactly. In the case of Matthew McConaughey there. What are your company's values and how have you communicated them in the past? Well, let me tell you Jolly Good Media's values. We value client communication. We value our clients being very, very informed, and we value clean and functional design. That's what we value as a company, and those values should always be kept to your chest like that. But if you're going to say honesty, honestly, everybody says honesty. Don't have honesty as one of your core values. That's something that you need to earn. Everybody says honesty. And have you got a tagline that you use? First of all, if you don't have a tagline, that's absolutely fine. You don't need to have a tagline at all. But if you have got one, especially a killer one, like who here knows Geico's tagline? Come on. 15 minutes will save you 15%. Yeah. Everybody knows Geico because they use it all the time. It's good that we collect those taglines together and we have them in the same place. So when we're designing our marketing materials, we can just look at what our tagline is and just remember like that. Okay, is there a story behind your business? If your business was started 100 years ago by a ma and pa that came from nothing, that is a great rocking story that you need to market to the best of your ability. If you started it like last week, maybe not. But it's important that we collect the story of your business together. Maybe you'll be looking at this in like 50 years or something like that, and it'll be a good story then. And then, what do you want your company to be known for? For example, does anybody know what Honda cars are known for? Reliability, that's exactly what I had written down there. We all know Honda cars for reliability. Or to quote Paris again, Paris is known for getting big settlements on cases. He's got that 1.4 billion that he throws around. Should be mine. And lastly, in what am I marketing, is what makes you excited to come to work. Now, this might seem like a bit of a small one, but at the same time, if you really think about it, what makes me excited to come to work is building people's business and adding to my portfolio and making really cool websites. And if I can capture that emotion that I have for my business and put it in my marketing materials, I will never fail. Because it's the same kind of emotion that you see with Richard, when he pours out of him like that, and like how he loves his job. That is the energy you want to capture in your marketing materials. Now, I'm going to leave it there with the what am I marketing. I could go on, but I think I'll leave the rest of it unless you guys want to go online and finish the audit. I really recommend you do, and I hope you enjoy it. And I hope it is really hard, and at the end you need a beer like we all do right now. But don't forget, in marketing, in every aspect of marketing, what we really need to be doing is asking the right questions and reevaluating what we do and reevaluating what we say and what we market at all times. That's the only way we're going to bring quality. Another web designer in Lancaster said to me, the only way that Lancaster is really going to succeed is if we trump with quality. Everybody brings each other up. That's why I really want to thank George for putting this together today, because it's free and everyone can learn together, and that's what I really, really like. So keep asking those questions, build a solid marketing foundation.